National Park Nighthawk Softball is on the Nighthawk Network, your official home for Nighthawk athletics this season. Our featured softball player of the week, Miss Katie Branch. Katie, welcome to National Park College. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am from Central Texas, specifically Waco. I started out at a private school. I transferred to a small 2A public school. I've been involved in softball since I was 5 years old and have really been enjoying my first year at National Park. I'm studying biology. I plan to transfer to a bachelor's and then prepare for medical school at some point.
So Katie, what was it that brought you to National Park College? You boast a high school career and just a softball career in general, full of accolades. What was it that brought you to Hot Springs?
Well, I had heard of this program through my select softball coach through Texas Glory, and I met Coach Wyatt at a recruiting camp, and she just seemed really excited about the program. Whenever I met her, she had just kind of stepped in and really started bringing the program to life, and she just seemed to have a lot of confidence in the program here. And then I came on my visit, and I just loved everything about it, and it felt like home.
And of course, we remember seeing you out there in those recruiting camps as you were, trying to audition for the jersey, so to speak. And we could tell that you're a very versatile, well-rounded player. And that kind of goes back to your time back in Texas. We learned a really interesting fact about you that whenever you were, before you were a Nighthawk, you were actually a baseball player. Is that right?
Yes, sir, that is correct. I started out at a private school, and they didn't have softball. It was a class of about 25 people, and I really felt as though I was missing out on that spring season that everybody else was getting playing high school softball. And so we talked to the TAPS administration, and they let me step in and catch for baseball.
And the rest is history. So you're here at National Park College, and Katie, the team is off to a great start this season. Of course, we're deep in the heart of NJCAA Region 2 play, but tell me what it's been like to come in and meet these girls and grow together and win together the way you have this season.
Well, I, of course, nervous coming in last fall. It's very intimidating coming into, first of all, a completely different state, so far away from home. I just want to give a shout out to the sophomores who have been extremely welcoming. They've all been great leaders. Coach Wyatt and Coach Dory have been incredible, just letting us get settled in. And it's been amazing to watch how we've really gelled together as a team starting from the fall, really just hitting it hard, long practices, long weight sessions, and then seeing how it's paid off in the early region play.
Playing at third base this season, you have been really a fire starter for this team. When you look at this lineup, top to bottom, it doesn't matter which three are coming up in any given inning. There's power and skill and speed everywhere. And it's been a year full of great moments for this team. What is a memory that really stands out to you in year number one?
I would probably say our season opener being against Connor State, our doubleheader. We struggled a little bit in the first game, but just being able to come together as a team and kind of just light a fire under us that is just, we need to take this series. And just watching us come together, hitting, and defensively, that's probably one of the best defensive games I've ever seen us play. Just looking for extra outs and those standout plays I just thought that was a great game, just watching us come together as a team to start off the season.
And of course, the biggest thing you left out from that game, you hit the go-ahead grand slam to end up getting your team the win. Probably my favorite photo of the entire season so far, a gem from Aaron Brewer. But that game really sparked this team, I feel, against a good Connor State team. You get the sweep, and it's just been a sprint ever since then. Taking a game from Eunice and big Region 2 wins, and it all feels like it's really coming together at the right time, with roughly a month left in the season. Now this team hits the road. You're bouncing back after a great series sweep over South Arkansas. You head to North Arkansas Thursday. And then this weekend, you're going to take a trip and take on the number one team in the country who hasn't lost a game. And it's really not that big of a deal, right? But Coach Autumn Wyatt, Coach Dory, Coach Desiree, they're trying to get this team prepared for the ultimate team goal, and that's a Region 2 championship. When you look ahead to these 4 games on the road this weekend, what's the strategy? What are the things that you are working on personally to help your team? And ultimately, what's it going to take for this team to finish strong and get some really big wins?
Well, I think the biggest difference and the biggest challenge between North Ark and Murray is going to be pitching speed, because as we know, as Murray is the number one team in the nation, they have a very strong pitching staff. They are very strong hitters. We're going to have to be really solid defensively, but also I think a key thing is going to not be playing timid. We just have to trust ourselves as players and understand that nobody's unbeatable, that we definitely have the talent. We definitely have the drive to take both of these series, and we just need to make sure that we focus in.
Katie, we've mentioned team goals. We've got some lofty ones ahead of us for the rest of the season. What are some things that you're hoping to work on for yourself this season to bring this team success?
I'd really like to be able to back up my team hitting-wise. I feel as though I've gotten a lot more comfortable at third, being able to back up my pitchers whenever hard shots come or even the easy plays. I really would like to start backing up my team more hitting-wise and just making sure that our pitchers feel comfortable going back on that mound after putting up some runs on the board, that we can keep ourselves in the game. And personally, I'd like to just help keep putting runs on the board in every single inning.
Katie, we've enjoyed the journey so far. The best is yet to come for this softball program this year. Congratulations on the honor this week, and good luck the rest of the way. Is there anybody that you'd like to say hello to who may be watching?
Yes, I'd like to say hello to my parents, my grandma, my boyfriend back at home, my best friend. I'd really just like to thank you all. I'd like to thank all my coaches for supporting me through this whole journey and continuing to support me in everything that I do, even outside of softball. So thank you.
Katie Branch of Nighthawk Softball. You can follow the team online, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. For Katie Branch, I'm Mark Oliver. This is Nighthawk Softball on the Nighthawk Network.